KNDY.
From the four corners of Kansas to wherever you have KNDY tuned in, it is Friday Night Lights here on FM 95.5. It is the touted game of the year here in the state of Kansas as the top-ranked and undefeated Axtell Eagles take on the second-ranked state team in the Hanover Wildcats, undefeated as well, coming into this contest. There's a lot of history in this game, a lot of history between these two teams, two longest-tenured coaches in Twin Valley League. Matt Boyer, 20 years at Hanover. Eric Detweiler, his 12th now here at Axtell. Of course, state championships combined. These two teams have combined to win 7 of the last 8-man Division II titles in the state of Kansas. Of course, Axtell comes in with a winning streak of 45 games dating back to 3 years ago. Meanwhile, Hanover, history on their side, it was the Axtell Eagles that ended the Hanover Wildcats at the time state record 43-game winning streak back in 2019. It is going to be a great matchup here this evening. Glad to have you all along for the ride. Max Blasky with you on the call. Quentin Blasky to my right, who we'll talk to here after our pregame coaches' interviews. We talked about the history. We talked about the anticipation. I don't think we can put enough emphasis onto this game, not only what it means for district seeding, but also the history in the state of Kansas. There's no love lost between these two Twin Valley League schools, and some great 8-man action will be played tonight here in Axtell, Kansas. It is, of course, our Marysville Dental Care game of the week, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care that you deserve. Top-ranked Axtell, second-ranked Hanover. Up for you next on KNDY FM 95.5. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from visiting head coach Matt Hoyer. And then a little bit after that, we're going to hear from home head coach Eric Detweiler as both of these teams prepare for what feels like a state championship caliber matchup on Friday night on KNDY FM 95.5.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
For all your gas and service needs, it's OK Service Station in Hanover. You'll get fast, friendly, dependable service every time you visit. They have fuel available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Ask how you can get a gas card for 24-hour fueling at OK Service. They also handle tires, tire repair, exhaust work, and oil changes too. Stop by, say hi to the folks at OK Service in Hanover.
Donut Day is coming! Donut Day? What's that? Free donuts for Blue Valley customers.
October is National Cooperative Month, and Blue Valley Technologies is here to celebrate. Swing by on Friday, October 25th, before work or school for donuts, coffee, and hot apple cider. Drive through our west parking lot from 7 to 10 a.m. The first 25 people through get a free stocking hat.
Other various prizes are available.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
Landall in Marysville is invested in their team, facilities, products, customers, community, future, and excellence. For over 60 years, a family-owned company focusing on quality workmanship products and employees. Congratulating their team members with their loyalty and hard work that's paid off with a 12-year profit-sharing average of 12.42%. Thanks for all you do in making Landall Company stand out above the rest. Employment opportunities available. Go online at landall.com/careers. EEO Vets and Disability. Welcome.
Welcome to the Marysville Dental Care pregame coaches interview on our game of the week between the Hanover Wildcats and the Axtell Eagles. First, we will be joined by Hanover Wildcats head coach Matt Hoyer. Matt, your team is coming off a 68-0 win versus Wakefield last Friday night to move to 6-0 on the season. What impressed you the most about your team last week?
I thought we did a good job defensively and, kind of being assignment sound and being kind of physical at the point of attack. They had a pretty physical runner, and I thought our kids did a good job of shutting them down, kind of right there. And offensively, I thought that we did a pretty good job of being balanced and taking care of the football, and we were able to pop a few big plays. And then I thought when our JV came in, they did extremely well as well. So, I thought that it was, overall a pretty good performance, and it was, able to get everybody on the field and give everybody some reps on Friday night.
That shutout for your team defensively was your 4th in 7 games this year, Matt. What about that side of the ball is different this year compared to last?
Well, I think just athletically, we're a lot faster, a lot quicker than we've been the last couple of years, and that really gives us, especially an 8-man, kind of an advantage as far as running some things down and probably eliminating the big plays a little bit more than the last couple of years. And that's kind of a testament to the kids. Have worked hard over the course of the off season. And we've started to have some of our younger kids mature to where they're getting a little bit bigger and stronger and faster. And I think that's probably the biggest difference that we've seen to this point this year.
Shifting our attention to tonight's matchup with Axtell, of course, a historically good program over the last 4 or 5 years over there under head coach Eric Detweiler. What are you wanting to see or learn from your team in tonight's matchup?
Well, I think first and foremost, that it's for some district placing and everything like that, but it's going to be a kind of a measuring stick. It's no secret, they're the top of Division II in 8-man football. So it's one of those things where we've got to make sure that, when we go in and we execute to the very best of our ability, and, once Friday's done, win or lose, we're going to know exactly where we stand, what we need to do, and, where we need to go from here. I mean, is it going to make or break our season as far as what happens on Friday night? No, but at the same time, I think that our kids are extremely excited. I know I'm extremely excited, kind of go into that football game and kind of, really understand where we're at. I think that our schedule has been, pretty tough, through the course of the first few weeks, but at the same time, I don't know that it's been, having an opponent, that's Axtell tough. So it's one of those things where, I'm really excited, as we're getting really close to the playoff season or playoff time that, we're going to be able to have a game like this to where we can really see and really focus in on what we need to do in order to reach our goals, in late October and early November.
You have had the experience over your tenure there at Hanover to play in big state championship games, playoff games, regular season games too as well, but this team might not have that same experience. So what words of advice are you giving your team before you take the field tonight?
Just do you. Do what we need to do, take care of us, and just, let it play out as it is. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to, just sit back and let somebody else, do things for you. But at the same time, make sure that, you're playing to the best of your ability. You're doing the very best to making the team better, and just have fun. Games like these that you dreamed about in your backyard. It's not a game that you win 68-0 that you dreamed about when you were a kid. I mean, surely every once in a while when you had these matchups, you ended up winning 68-0, but that was in the fantasy world and everything like that. So it's one of those things where this is about an opportunity and this is about an experience. And go make the most of it.
This has been the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week pregame coaches interview with Hanover Wildcats head coach Matt Hoyer. Hang tight. We'll talk to Axtell Eagles head coach Eric Detweiler after this break.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Axtell Truss has the experience to provide custom-built trusses for any application. Put them to work with your next project. Let them help design the right pitch, length, and number of trusses to suit your needs. They can turn out more complicated designs and configurations as well. All are solidly built in their enclosed shop with roll-off delivery to your site available. They also assure the best materials and quality construction, completed on your schedule. Call today for a quote or more information at 785-736-2291. That's Axtell Truss.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Welcome to the second half of our KNDY pregame coaches interviews as we sit down now with Axtell Eagles head coach Eric Detweiler. Coach, you handled St. Paul last Friday 68-0 to extend your team's winning streak. What worked well for your boys in that contest?
Our guys just come out with good energy and effort. I thought we shut them down right away, and actually the entire game I think they ended up with negative yards offensively. So. When we got the momentum right off the bat where they couldn't score, and then we went right down and scored a touchdown, and just everything just kind of snowballed from there. And I was proud of the way our kids come out of the gate with excitement, energy, and having a home game, and just keeping our momentum going.
Of course, coming into tonight's contest, it is senior night for your team. This year's seniors, they are looking for their fourth straight state championship. They have not lost a high school football game. Besides the leadership aspect and everything that everyone sees from the outside, what makes this group of seniors so special?
Well, I just think their confidence level is extremely high. They know what they need to do. They do the hard work and practice every week. They watch film. They just do everything right. And I've always told them that if you do everything right, you got no reason to be nervous in games and play like you're supposed to. And this group does a tremendous job of that.
The success of your team this year and over the last couple has been well documented, but especially this year, your defense has pitched shutouts in 4 out of the 7 games. What has been so successful on that side of the ball, do you feel?
Well, I think more than anything, just staying fundamentally sound. A lot of times you can find somebody on film that, isn't doing their job or isn't assignment sound or that can doesn't cover, their spot on the field offensively or defensively, whether it's pass or run. And I just think our guys are talking together well and playing together well and just moving as a collective unit instead of, I would say 8 individuals out there.
Now turning our attention to tonight's matchup versus the Hanover Wildcats, a highly anticipated matchup, but it is a home game for you guys. What kind of energy does the crowd here at Axtell provide for your team?
Oh, yeah, there's always a little more excitement for a home game, I feel like, especially the bigger games. We got, our grandstands with our video board. A lot of times we got a hype video and music playing, and you just feel more comfortable at home. And I think a lot of times it shows.
As you look at this Hanover Wildcats squad, Matt Hoyer talked about this matchup a little bit beforehand, but both teams come in undefeated on the year. Hanover off a 6-5 season last year. What does this year's Hanover squad present that you are preparing for in tonight's game?
Well, they're fundamentally sound. Obviously they're well coached. Matt's been there for a long time. Won several state titles, and they just don't have any open areas on the field where you can exploit. They do everything right. They're defensively they take the right steps and they just do everything right and like I said, is well coached.
This has been the KNDY pregame coaches interview with Axtell Eagles head coach Eric Detweiler. Don't touch that dial as the top two teams in 8-man Division II take aim at each other. Coming up next on KNDY.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a muddy rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
Planning new construction? If it's an outbuilding, storage, home addition, or a new home, the pros at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber will help you put together everything you need from start to finish. They can help you with your design with recommendations and cost estimates, helping you find the right product at the right price. And it's delivered free for you when you're ready when you shop local. Everything you need for your dream home or a simple shed is at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Visit with them today.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple, to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
Anticipation has mounted. We are near kickoff. Max Blasky back with you here on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week between Axtell and Hanover. All the superlatives that can be used have been used leading up to this game, as I'm joined now with my co-partner here tonight, Quentin Blasky. Quentin, 3 straight state titles for Axtell coming into this one, the undefeated record at 45 straight games. Now, of course, the history behind the Hanover Wildcats. There's a lot that is going to go into this game history-wise, but I think on the field it's going to live up to every expectation that we have.
And there are a lot of expectations for both teams out there tonight. Axtell, of course, as you've said, on a massive win streak, one of the best, most dominating teams we've seen in this division. For Hanover, they're playing great this year. I believe undefeated so far. And their expectation tonight is to come out and get it done against the big dogs of the Axtell Eagles.
Both of these teams do come into the game undefeated, and defense has been a key for both squads so far on the year. Hanover, after allowing last year 29 points per game, are allowing just a hair over 6 points per game. They've only allowed 5 touchdowns, 3 of them against Frankfort, 2 of them against an El Saline team. Meanwhile, for the Axtell Eagles, defensively all season, they have scored more points on the defensive side than they have allowed. They have allowed 2 touchdowns all season, 3.7 points per game. This Axtell defense is just dominant again this year.
Yeah, you have to be dominant on both sides of the ball to perform the way Axtell has been performing. Hanover, on the other end, we've seen them take down big company in the likes of Frankfort. So definitely not a team to slouch against, and definitely a team that could kind of hurt those stats tonight.
And we are right near here to kick off, about a minute 20 away, so I'm going to turn it over to you, Quinn. Why don't you go ahead and introduce our starters, starting with the visitors tonight, the Hanover Wildcats.
For the Hanover Wildcats, we have Cameron Juneman, a senior, Braylon Mine, a junior, Riken Stahlbalmer, another senior, Hunter Kikafer, a sophomore, Tanner Bruna, a junior, Lexon Stahlbalmer, a sophomore, Alex Juneman, a sophomore, or junior, excuse me, Brayden Schwartz, a senior, Eli Hyman, a junior, and Aiden Stahlbach, a senior. For the Axtell Eagles,
I'll take the Axtell Eagles here as we're getting ready. We'll see them on offense first, so we'll take those starters when they come out. Kicking off for Hanover will be Hunter TK for back deep. Brandon Schmelsley to the left side, the ever-dangerous returner, along with Brandon Schmelsley and Eli Broxman back there. And the first kick will go out the back of the end zone. Axtell starters tonight for the offense plan.
Axtell starters are going to be Landon Schmidt, Colin Shaughnessy, Rylan Bussing, Eli Broxterman, Logan Salmon, Brandon Schmelsley, Blaze Bussing, Dalton Hayden. That group there tonight.
An ever-explosive Axtell team, of course, 3 straight state champions, averaging 73 points per game this season. On the offensive end, they're going to get the ball going at about their own 15-yard line. It's going to be a sweep wide. Detweiler near side trying to get the sideline. Closing them for a first down. They pick up of about 10 for Landon Schmidt.
Shaughnessy getting a good block on the edge there to allow him to pick up about 4 extra on that play.
So in the backfield for Axtell, of course, Brandon Schmelsley back at quarterback this year, under that control for the second straight year. The KU commit, an explosive athlete, but not to be outdone. Eli Broxterman, too, as well, was last year's Sports in Kansas Offensive Player of the Year in 8-man Division II. This year already has 11 touchdowns through 6 games. He's in the backfield with Schmelsley. Schmelsley's going to run a draw. It's out at the line, but sneaks away out of one tackle. Good enough for a first down. Up across the 30. Positive gain here for Axtell on their first drive. As you can hear, a big crowd here tonight from the Axtell Eagles. Good stands over on the Hanover side, too, as well. We're talking a little bit beforehand. It could be about 600 to 700 people here in the town of Axtell this evening for this matchup. Of course, if you're tuned in to KNDY, we're glad you decided to make that decision, and we've got a doozy on our hands here this evening. Hanover defense will go 3 down linemen against this running back. Schmelsley spins along the middle on halfback draw, picks up about 1, and it will bring up a second down and about 9 now to go on the second carry for Brandon Schmelsley.
That was cohorts getting in there, not allowing Schmelsley to pick up too many yards. I believe 1 there. Really just good job of wrapping up and not letting him go, getting him by his foot and tripping him over.
Big part about this Axtell offense is the shiftiness that they run with. We saw it on the sweep in the first play here already, trying to get you in space. Hanover defense, 2 down linemen led by Cameron Juneman, trying to bring pressure on this second down and 9. It's going to be an option left side as Detweiler will be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of 2 there for, Landon Schmidt. That Hanover defense, before mentioned Cameron Juneman right there making the play.
Yeah, this game, I know we talk about the explosive offenses both teams have, but this game will come down to defensive stops. You can get more defensive stops.
I think Whitten made a fine point there. Everyone expecting a high-scoring game. I wouldn't expect if we have a game in the 20s. Second down, third down, and 10 now. Probably the first one Hanover's seen all year. Axtell, Schmelsley back to pass. Pressure comes up the middle. Now rolls right. Has a man along the sideline. Caught at the 20-yard line. Big pick-up there for the Axtell Eagles. 23. We're going to give it 33 yards as Colin Shaughnessy picks up his first reception. Brandon Schmelsley avoided pressure in the backfield and threw a dart to Shaughnessy along the sideline.
A great job there of Schmelsley being able to scramble, keep his head downfield, find the broken coverage, and get into the open man on a crucial third down. Like you said, they don't see those very often.
They were 3 for 3 on third downs on the season, make them 4 for 4 now after that one. Schmelzle will be in alone in the backfield, 3 receivers to his left, tight end, tight left side. He's going to look that way, now look to one right, try and get around this Hanover defense, pulls over a Hanover defender, picks up positive yardage here for Axtell on a first down.
There's another one of those tackles where the kid just doesn't give up. Schmelzle gave him a good hard hit, but he just kept his hands on him and drug him to the ground.
Hanover doing a good job once they are getting hands on the quarterback so far here tonight to bring him down. But we talked about that explosive play there just moments ago. Brandon came into this game 305 yards through the air on the season, 30 right there. Of course, Axtell has been so dominant, haven't needed to use a lot of offense this year. Schmelzle, halfback draw, right up the middle. He's going to put his shoulder down. Good tackle in the middle of that Hanover defense. Pick up a maybe one. Brings up another third down.
Yeah, their stats, when you look at the stat book, are a little deceiving just because of how much offense they don't play, which is almost insane to say.
Back-to-back pickups of actually 4 there. They gave Schmelzle some forward progress. So now a third down at about 3. Ball on the Hanover 9-yard line. Axtell looking for your first score. 8:30 left to go here in this first quarter. Schmelzle motion man will be Brockman. Brockman leads the way up the middle. Schmelzle puts down that shoulder. Good enough for a first down, and all the way down inside the 5, down to about the 2. So on a third down and 2, pickup of about 6 there. And they're going to mark it down at the 30. So far early on, we've seen Axtell being very deliberate with their run game, just quarterback power really right up the middle on these first couple plays. Now deep inside Hanover territory, Axtell looking to strike first here in the first quarter. Movement in the backfield, we're not going to call it. Schmelzle tips his head down, touchdown, Axtell Eagles. Number 16, Brandon Schmelzle, a 2-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, you said they're just giving the ball to Schmelzle and letting him run it down. It wasn't working there when they went to that third down conversion and had to pass it, but ever since then, they've been able to pick up 6 yards consistently on that, at least.
Axtell trying to jump out here, 8-0. Scored on their first possession. A little flip pass to Brockman. Brockman looking for space on the left end, and he will. 2-point conversion is good. As Schmelzle finds Brockman. Axtell takes this early 8-0 lead. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on KNDY FM 95.5.
If your car says, I need fixed, call on Little Joe's Service in Axtell to fix it right. From routine maintenance to repairs of all types, Joe can serve your needs. Fast, friendly, and down-to-earth service with satisfied customers from all over the area. Turn to Little Joe's 66th Service in Axtell for any automotive repair needs. Proud supporters of the Axtell community, it's Little Joe's Service.
As a farm or ranch owner, you've invested heavily in your agribusiness, especially in your livestock. Protecting them from accidents, fires, and other natural disasters is crucial for your farm's success. At Blue Valley Insurance, we recognize the importance of your animals as assets to your livelihood. Visit our offices in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville to explore comprehensive livestock insurance options tailored to your needs. Safeguard your farm's future with Blue Valley Insurance today.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
It took Axtell 4 minutes to put the first score up on the board here this evening. 8-0 is your score. Brandon Schmelzle punched it in with a 2-yard touchdown run. Now on the season on the ground. That is Schmelzle's 8th touchdown, tied with Eli Brockman before that one for the team lead. Just the explosiveness. Saw a very deliberate, though, attack from Axtell.
Very deliberate indeed. The only explosive play we really saw was that pass down the sideline.
Now it's Hanover's turn. Quarterback Riken Stahlmalmer back there in the gun with Alec Juneman to his right. Man in motion is Braylon Mine. A flip pass to him. Mine's got space. First down, looking for more. and he'll be stopped right at the first down marker. They might actually call him short, so it's going to be a 9-yard pickup there for Braylon Mine on the first play of the game as Reichen Stahlheimer found Mine. This Hanover offense, not to be outdone with this Axtell offense, 43 points per game is how much Hanover averages this season. They had a big output last Friday versus Wakefield. 68-0 was that score, compared to a few years ago when when Hanover averaging just a hair under 30 points per game. Offense has been impressive. Second play from scrimmage after the first down mark. It is going to be a gain of 10 instead of a pickup of 9. There's a run up the middle by Alex Judeman. We'll pick up a handful. We're going to give them 2 on that one. Actually, 1, making it a second down and 9. I think like we talked about in the beginning, I think there's enough experience on both of these sidelines. You're not going to see any of these coaches get too amped up and try and take too big a shots early on.
No, you won't. I love the first play call that we saw there by Hanover. Just a nice little screen pass out to the far side, able to pick up 10. That's what you're going to need to do is just chunk down that yardage versus this Axtell team.
Of course, Axtell's defense hasn't been tested like they have so far tonight. The most they've given up is 8 2 weeks ago versus Blue Valley. There's going to be an option left side. Fumble. It's going to be blown up in the backfield. Let's see who's got that one. It will be Axtell. Jumping on that one and causing the fumble was senior Dalton Heinen, who is having himself a good first possession. Fumble caused. Turnover by Hanover. We'll give it right back to Axtell.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of work here already in this first quarter. Of course, got that fumble and the recovery on the fumble, was able to beat the Hanover backer there on that broken option play, but got a solo tackle, too, on those first 3 plays.
Heinen just read that play perfectly. Stahlbaumer had a good idea to pitch it to Juneman, but just was too quick with it. Here's Snelke on the first play. He's in for a touchdown, but a flag will be thrown back near the line of scrimmage. It would have been a 24-yard touchdown by Smelsley, but we're going to come back with our first holding penalty of the night.
Yeah, that's where both these teams can get in trouble. We've seen these Hanover games where they come down to a few plays where if a penalty went a different way, especially against Frankfort, that game could have had a different outcome. I was going to comment on how well they were blocking that edge, but there at the end, he definitely did hold.
Blocked it a little bit too well there, but you saw the explosiveness. First play, just take it right to the end zone. Hanover defense needing to get back on their horse. After the turnover by Hanover, Axtell has it on their second possession. Here's 6:22, leading 8-0. It was an option left side, but Smelsley reverses field. He's going to pick up we're going to call it 6 yards there, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down now and about 12 upcoming after the 5-yard pickup by Smelsley.
Honestly, a good outcome for that play there. Smelsley bobbled the ball off the snap there a little bit. As Max stated, that was an option left. He bobbled it, was just too late to get out left with his running back and decided to run it himself, picking up a few yards.
Hanover defense needing to come up big here. Of course, the front line squad of Eli Hyman, Cameron Juneman, and Brandon Schwartz now looking to gain some pressure on Smelsley. Smelsley in the back, go back to pass. There's Juneman. It's a screen in the middle, taken one-handed by Landon Schmitz. Schmitz up the middle. Schmitz in for a touchdown. A 25-yard touchdown pass from Brandon Smelsley to Landon Schmitz.
Yeah, great blocking up front. That's what your coaches love to see on those screen plays. Every guy went out and hit someone on the Hanover side of the ball.
And just as me and head coach Matt Hoyer were talking this week, self-inflicted wounds like that turnover, you can't have it against teams like Axtell. And here the Eagles are looking to make this one 16-0 still here in the first quarter. Smelsley will be alone in the backfield, 3 receivers right. Smelsley in the pistol, takes the snap, runs right. Now look a little pass, and we'll throw it to the end zone, incomplete. So it will stay 14-0, but Axtell out here hot and heavy first in the quarter, up 14-0 on our Marysville Dental Care game of the week.
The Check 21 Act, passed by Congress, makes checking accounts a whole lot simpler today. Every check you write will be copied onto your monthly statement in smaller form, so at a glance you can see your check traffic. Verifying your check transactions will be faster and more efficient for you and for the bank. You'll have more time to hit a few golf balls or enjoy some quality time with your kids or grandkids. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
Barry Bussing. Bussing Construction in Axtell offers dozer construction and all types of soil conservation work, including terraces and water aid. Remember, conservation is the key to our future, and it all starts with you. Contact Barry Bussing and see how he can help you. Call Barry today at 736-2833. For conservation work, Barry Bussing Construction of Axtell, Kansas. Phone 736-2833.
Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store.
Axtell strikes first in this one, leading 14-0 in the first quarter. Good return there, though, by Cameron Juneman. Got the ball up to the 29-yard line for the Hanover Wildcats. So Clinton Hanover already trailing here 14-0. A fumble was caused on the first possession that they had, but they moved through. Looked like they were moving the ball pretty well.
Yeah, they were. We saw that kickoff there. They're able to take yardage away from Axtell. Just minimize mistakes here. Do what you do best. Get the yards that they will give you. That's all you can do against the Axtell team.
Axtell not making it easy, though, as I'm on the option right side. Reichen Stahlhammer's going to have to eat that loss in the backfield. And Axtell defense too quick as Eli Brockstrom got there for that TFL.
Yeah, one thing Hanover has done well, we've seen Axtell actually possess the ball more than usual already, which is wild to say. But Axtell has possessed the ball most of this game so far, which they normally strike well, strike fast, get the offense off the field.
On a 2nd down and 12 now from their own 27, Stahlhammer will be in the shotgun. One receiver each side. His mind works left to right. That's going to be a handoff up the middle as Juneman has a little bit of a hole into the teeth of that Axtell defense. Good enough for positive yardage and a pickup of about 6 or 7. A 6-yard pickup there for Alec Juneman into the heart of that Axtell defense. At linebackers tonight, Ryland Bussing, Eli Brockstrom, and a Wyatt Detweiler. Hanover, though, needing to get an answer for the rowdy crowd here in Axtell, Kansas. Glad to see the crowd that is. Of course, if you're tuned in, always love to have you tuned in to our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. 3rd down and 5 now. It already seems like a big 3rd down in this first quarter. Stahlhammer takes a shotgun snap, fakes the pass left, now swings it out right into the hands of his receiver up close, good enough for a first down, as that went to Cadrick Cohorse, his first reception this evening.
They like most that far side. Colin Shaughnessy over there for Axtell already has picked up 3 tackles, but it's working out for them. They were able to convert that good 3rd down that they desperately needed, and we'll see if they continue to pound that far side from us.
About a 7-yard pickup there from Stahlhammer to Cohorse as Hanover is right at midfield. Ball setting on at the blue stripe on the Hanover side of the 40-yard line. Stahlhammer under center, tight end left will be Juneman. Man in motion is number 11, Hunter Kiekefer. He breaks to the left side. There's a flag in the backfield. Kiekefer down, though, 20-10, tripped up at the 5. Heck of a run there by Hunter Kiekefer. The sophomore got some space, but we have some penalty markers back at the line of scrimmage.
I believe that penalty is going to be for a face mask, but Kiekefer was able to run right out of that and pick up a bunch of yardage. If that is what it is, I imagine it will be declined here. And there is the confirmation. It will be a face mask.
So a face mask will be declined as Kiekefer takes it from the 40 all the way down to the 6. So a 34-yard pickup there on the run by Hunter Kiekefer gives Hanover excellent scoring opportunity Actually, that's going to be down inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, I don't believe he was dragged out of bounds right away there by Broxman, who was able to get that shoestring tackle that kept them out of the end zone.
Hanover with ball on the left hash. Now it'll be Braylon Mine under center. Tight end to the right side, one receiver left, one receiver Mine. Mine's going to give a little kind of quarterback sneak, kind of went off the offensive guard on the left side, so kind of a strung out quarterback power there. Rylan Bussing comes in for the tackle as we move from the 3 down to the 1.
That was a good look to get into the end zone, picking up a few yards there. Just hit immediately by 3 Hanover Axtell Eagles who are on defense.
And what a huge drive here for Hanover if they are able to punch this one in. Axtell already on top, 14-0, 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Cadrick Cohorse now under center. Cohorse is going to push his way forward for a 1-yard Hanover touchdown. Touchdown, Cadrick Cohorse, his first here on the evening at 2:54 in this first quarter will make our score 14-6. Axtell ahead.
Yeah, huge possession there. When Axtell has all that momentum, the only thing Hanover could do was come out and show them that they mean business, and they sure did.
Hanover was set up by a good kickoff return by Cameron Juneman all the way up to the 30. A big run by Hunter Kiekefer gets Hanover into the end zone for the first time here tonight. Cohorse back there, swings it right side. Two-point conversion will be no good as Cohorse couldn't hit his intended receiver. Our score will stay 14-6. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on FM 95.5.
The answer is yes, SBS.
Are you sick and tired of getting tackled at the 1-yard line? Is your current insurance provider not getting you the right coverage in your time of need? Stop by your local SBS insurance office and we'll develop a game plan for the best coverage and protection of your assets. With SBS Insurance, we'll help you score that winning touchdown.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Back to live action. Hunter Kiekefer is going to send this one off left to right, a little squib kick. Broxman will take it at about the 10, wait for his blockers to set up, trying to keep it near side. Now we'll look to reverse field. Broxman's got a little space on the far side. Good job by Hanover staying in line, though. And finally, Broxman will be taken down about the 20. But you just saw that what could be the explosiveness, of course, of those two back there returning kicks so far this year. Brandon Smelsley has 3 punt returns for a touchdown. Meanwhile, Eli Broxterman has himself, well, I thought he had a kickoff too as well. No, Brendan Smelsley, 2 kickoff return touchdowns too as well. But the ever-explosive Broxterman gets Axtell up to their own 19, where they'll start their second offensive possession, leading this one 14-6. It's going to be a sweep left side, driven out of bounds. Lyndon Schmidt will be the beneficiary of that run. Pickup of, they put 5 up on the board, but I'm going to call it 4-yard pickup down, bringing up a second down and 6. 3-yard pickup there for Lyndon Schmidt. As the quarter continues to wind down, 2:38 here to play in this first. Axtell leading 14-6 in what is one of the most highly anticipated high school games of the year. Smelsley looking back to pass. Little comeback pattern snagged in one-handed against his left half by Eli Broxter. Pretty impressive catch, and it will go for a first down. It's on a second down and 7, 8-yard completion from Smelsley to Broxter.
That was an impressive catch there. One-handed, below the waist, bullet of a throw. I don't think he thought he caught it. He kind of hesitated a moment, but really impressive there.
Then found the soft spot in this Hanover zone, which had everyone covered on that passing play. Smelsley in the shotgun. It's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. Cameron Juneman's going to wrestle down Smelsley for a tackle for loss. -1 yard loss there for Smelsley, and Cameron Juneman playing like an all-state defensive lineman. We saw him a couple weeks ago versus Frankfort, absolutely wrecked that contest for the Wildcats, and here force Axtell into a 2nd down and 11.
Juneman already with 3 solo tackles here and giving Smelsley a run for his money there in the backfield when he could get back there.
Broxterman to the right hip of Smelsley. It's going to be a little touch pass now to Smith around the near side. We're going to have a flag thrown down as Smith picks up a handful, maybe 1 or 2 there on the little touch pass. So we'll see what the penalty marker is for. Gives me a chance to remind you that college football continues on KNDY this weekend. KU will be versus Houston at 2:30 on FM 95.5. Meanwhile, on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1, K-State will be at West Virginia starting at 6:30. It's going to be a penalty accepted on Hanover. First accepted penalty there for the Wildcats. So it looked like a Hanover player took out some legs of Axtell, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like a chop block. That was my best guess. I'm not sure. I didn't see that part of the play develop too much. I'm not sure if that was the correct call there. Of course, we got a lot of cheers and a lot of boos. So, someone's going home happy and someone's sad. But we'll see if Hanover can continue to play some pretty good defensive football.
And a big change in field as now that jumps it all the way up to the Hanover 34 across midfield. Smelsley across the middle has his intended receiver. Giving up 4 positive yardage as Wyatt Detweiler picks up his first catch here tonight.
Don't think Smelsley is seeing the guys down the field that he wants to see. He's gone to that kind of slant route, kind of dump pass quite a few times here tonight. It is picking up yardage, but we know he likes to throw the deep ball too.
And, of course, Hanover doing a good job of staying in position, too, not allowing Smelsley to throw those deep passes except that first one. There's going to be a run by Smelsley. Gets up enough for a first down up to the 20-yard line. 5-8-yard pickup there for Smelsley as he continues to tote this rock. First down here for Axtell as they are inside the red zone now of Hanover. 26 seconds left to play here in this fast-moving first quarter. Axtell leading 14-6. It looks like the Eagles will try and get one more play in here before the quarter breaks. It's going to be 3 receivers left. Smelsley in the shotgun. Tight end tight near side is Colin Shaughnessy. Pass left side into the hands of Landon Schmitz. Schmitz goes forward for positive yardage for a pickup of about 6, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. First 12 minutes are in the books. Axtell leading 14-6. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on FM 95.5. Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. 14-6, our first quarter score. We're back after this break.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service in all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
For all your gas and service needs, it's OK Service Station in Hanover. You'll get fast, friendly, dependable service every time you visit. They have fuel available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Ask how you can get a gas card for 24-hour fueling at OK Service. They also handle tires, tire repair, exhaust work, and oil changes too. Stop by, say hi to the folks at OK Service in Hanover.
Donut Day is coming! Donut Day? What's that? Free donuts for Blue Valley customers.
October is National Cooperative Month, and Blue Valley Technologies is here to celebrate. Swing by on Friday, October 25th, before work or school for donuts, coffee, and hot apple cider. Drive through our west parking lot from 7 to 10 a.m. The first 25 people through get a free stocking hat.
Other various prizes are available.
through one quarter. Axtell leading 14-6. It started with a 2-yard Brandon Schmelsley touchdown run, followed up by a Schmelsley to Landon Schmidt's 25-yard touchdown pass. Here's Schmelsley looking for the end zone second time, and he is in. A 14-yard touchdown run for number 16 puts Axtell ahead now 20-6.
That was another one of those awesome plays we've seen a lot tonight. Schmelsley gives the fake, fakes out a Hanover defender, and just runs it in.
Seamless for this team that has 4-year starters all around. Of course, it is senior night here tonight for Axtell. A lot of experience on the playing field on both sides, but so far Axtell showing that their will. Schmelsley will have an empty set here on the 2-point conversion. Now brings in his receivers tight. Schmelsley in the backfield. Spinner back, looks right. Doesn't throw once. Now throws the second time. Back to the end zone. Is completed to Landon Schmidt, making this contest 22-6. Axtell is ahead as we get through the second quarter.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
Landall in Marysville is invested in their team, facilities, products, customers, community, future, and excellence. For over 60 years, a family-owned company focusing on quality workmanship products and employees. Congratulating their team members with their loyalty and hard work that's paid off with a 12-year profit-sharing average of 12.42%. Thanks for all you do in making Landall Company stand out above the rest. Employment opportunities available. Go online at landall.com/careers. EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
A big thank you tonight to Blue Valley Technologies as well, as they're broadcasting live on Channel 3. If you're tuned in there, we appreciate it. Of course, you can listen back to this game, too, as well, anytime at KNDYradio.com under the Listen Live tab. Cameron Juneman's going to take this return right up to about the 15-yard line, hit over there by the return team for Axtell. That's where Hanover will get their third possession started at their own 15-yard line. So I'm going to go back to the first possession for Hanover. They fumbled it on the third play of the game, and since then, Axtell has scored on each of their 3 possessions. How important now is this offensive possession for Hanover moving forward?
Oh, it's incredibly important. You have to go down there and, again, stop the Axtell momentum. You've done it once. You know you can do it. I know Hanover, the boys out there, believe that they can do it. So we'll see how they come out and perform on this offensive drive.
Looking for a big play, too. Of course, Hunter Kiekefer took a run, 37 yards their last play. Looking for one here. Braylon Mine gets a swing pass here near side. It's going to be driven out of bounds after a pickup of 15 yards. Good enough for a first down. That's going to be a 16-yard pickup there by Mine.
Yeah, runs a wide receiver screen there. We've seen that tonight from both teams quite a bit. Throwing it horizontally to the wide receiver. The other goes out in the box, of course. To great effect for both teams. We'll see if both coaches keep going back to that.
And so far, both quarterbacks throwing it excellently. Brandon Schmelsley, 3 for 3, 47 yards. Reichen Stahlbaumer, 3 for 3, 33 yards. Stahlbaumer in the gun with Juneman to his right pocket. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Mine goes in motion left to right. It's going to be a double reverse now as Cameron Juneman gets it. Gets out of one Axtell tackle, now finds the edge. Good enough for a first down across the 40. Up to 30, big gain, Hanover Wildcats. Pickup of 20 for Cameron Juneman.
Yeah, I want to highlight who I saw there. Wrong name. Stahlbaumer there. I saw him take on 2 defenders from Axtell there to help keep that edge as they reversed it back. Great job, and probably why that play developed as well as it did.
Great job by the Hanover offensive line. Like Quentin said, a double reverse. Mine took it to the right first, then hit Juneman going back to the left side of the field. So that offensive line had to hold blocks for a long time, but it worked out with a 20-yard gain. Ball up to the 29 now of Axtell as Hanover is in motion. 2 receivers left, Stahlbaumer in the gun. It's going to be a fake screen left side, Stahlbaumer looking right. Pumps once, now across the middle. finds a receiver. Kadrick Cohorse will pull that one in for a pickup of 5 or 6. And on that hit, I believe it was Cameron Juneman who laid the hit. Now he's down on the field in pain. Actually, that might look like number 5 for Hanover. Bryken Stahlbaumer, actually. Number 5 is down on the 20-yard line. So we're going to take a quick timeout, get an update on his condition. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on FM 95.5.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Axtell Truss has the experience to provide custom-built trusses for any application. Put them to work with your next project. Let them help design the right pitch, length, and number of trusses to suit your needs. They can turn out more complicated designs and configurations as well. All are solidly built in their enclosed shop with roll-off delivery to your site available. They also assure the best materials and quality construction, completed on your schedule. Call today for a quote or more information at 785-736-2291. That's Axtell Truss.
Max Blasky back with you with Quentin Blasky to my right as Axtell leads the game 22-6. But right now on the field, it is an Axtell Eagle down. It was a miscommunication on my part there earlier. Different number 5. It's Ryland Bussing for the Eagles, the senior out there who laid the hit on Kadrick Cohorse after that 6-yard completion. Both of the boys just kind of were surprised. I think they were both kind of standing there. Bussing was able to get back to his feet, but quickly went back down onto the field. So I know head coach Eric Detweiler's out there right now, along with the rest of the Axtell athletic training staff, on what looked like a pretty hard hit that was delivered by Bussing.
Yeah, definitely a hard hit. Both players going opposite directions. Pretty textbook hit, but as you're both and there he is getting up, walking on his own power at the moment. You'd love to see that. All the fans around here cheering him on.
Might take him a little bit to get to the sideline, so we're going to step away for 30 seconds. We'll be right back. KNDY.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Ryland Bussing, one of 6 seniors here for the Axtell Eagles tonight on the sideline. Looks to be in good spirits, though, after delivering that hit. Slows down the Hanover offense. They're back with a 2nd down and 5. Ball at the 24-yard line for Axtell. Stahlbaumer in the backfield. We'll run this one near side. Actually, Mine right now. Mine takes a lick from Brandon Schmelsley and will be stopped cold in his tracks. No yard pickup there for Braylon Mine. Number 16, Brandon Schmelsley.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say before the player unfortunately went down on that, Braylon Mine really used his eyes to get his receiver open over the middle there. He was covered. He looked downfield to his other receiver, drew off the pressure, got it to him in the middle.
And, of course, like Clint mentioned before, we do have a change at quarterback. It is Braylon Mine. We saw this a couple weeks ago. Now at 3rd down and 5 here for Hanover. Ball on the Axtell 23. A little split pass to Kadrick Cohorse. Tried to catch the edge, and he couldn't. 1-yard pickup there for Cohorse on the pass. 3rd pickup there for Kadrick Cohorse, but now a 4th down and 4 to go for the Hanover offense. Deep inside Axtell territory. This is going to be a go for it. Kind of interesting play call there, though, as Hanover's been trying to get to the outside of this Axtell defense, but the Eagles just too strong so far early on.
Yeah, those edge rushers doing a good job of maybe not getting into the backfield, but definitely containing whoever is in the backfield, not letting him get to the edge.
Mine will take the snap. 2 receivers right. Nope, that's Stahlbanger back to take the snap. Stahlbanger pressure off his left. Stahlbanger trying to find room up close to a first down and driven back, I believe, will be short. Coming up for the big hit is Colin Shaughnessy. Blaze a boom. A 3-yard pickup on 4th down and 4 will not be good enough for Hanover.
Yeah, Shaughnessy playing well defensive tonight. Definitely lays down the big hit there to prevent him from getting that crucial 1 yard that he needed. Just stopped him in his tracks. He is leading tonight the Axtell defense with 4 solo tackles and an assist.
So now this Axtell offense that has scored on all 3 of its possessions here early on in this contest, back out there under the tutelage of quarterback Brandon Schmelsley. Schmelsley in the shotgun with Brockman behind him. It's going to be a run up the middle. Schmelsley across the 40, 30, 20. Braylon Mine giving a chase, and he won't get there. That will be a 40, 50, 9-yard touchdown run by Brandon Schmelsley. His 3rd of the evening.
Really impressive run there, and now we see why they just kept going back to the running up the middle with Schmelsley. If you give him any type of space, he is off to the races, and there is no stopping him. That time it works out for them. It's been working out, but not that explosively.
Biggest play so far here tonight as Schmelsley took that one the distance, roughly 59. Now in the shotgun on the 2-point conversion across the middle will be knocked down. But Axtell striking early and often here in this one, leading here in our second quarter, 28-6.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Not with us, just right, you know. Second quarter action here. Axtell leading 28-6. Have yourself a night so far. Brandon Schmelsley, 11 rushes, 111 yards unofficially, and those 3 scores. Absolutely explosiveness from the backfield as Landon Schmitz will kick this one off. Hanover looking to cut into this deficit as Cameron Juniman, who's had good returns tonight, will take it up the middle to the 20, across the 25-yard line. Still going, gets through 2 tackles. Continuing to push his way past the 30, will not give up as Cameron Juniman gets himself about a 25-yard return on that one.
No one was going to see Juniman down there. He picked up an extra 11 yards after first contact, dragging players with him, giving it all he had.
Need that kind of fight from your leader, not only on the defense, but on the offensive side now here tonight. And here comes this Hanover offense. They have so far had 3 possessions, fumbled it on the first one, scored on the second, and got stopped on a 4th down play moments ago. Axtell, of course, turned around and scored off that one. Hanover trying to stay tied with this high-scoring Eagles offense, needing points here, trailing 28-6, 9 minutes left to play in the second quarter. It's going to be a run left side. Braylon Mine in a quarterback sneaks through the first line of defense. Gets up for about a 6-yard gain, but we have another penalty flag thrown on the field.
Yeah, Shaughnessy in on that one for Axtell's defense as well. Again, leading, that will be his 5th solo tackle here tonight. And it looks like that penalty will go against Hanover.
Holding penalty is the indication, gives me an opportunity to remind you that every weekday after following 520 Sports, on KNDY, our Coaches Corner program is live. On Monday, I'll chat with head coaches from Diller and Southern. Tuesday is Axtell and Centralia. Wednesday, Lynn and Hanover. Thursday, Frankfort and Valley Heights. And Friday is Washington and Marysville. And as always, if you don't catch those live at about 5:20, you can go to KNDYradio.com always listen back to those interviews at any point as well as any of our game broadcasts. So first down and 13 now to go. We'll be back in the backfield. Brackett Stahlbaum hands this one on a little trap play for Juneman. Good run there by Alex Juneman. Picks himself up about 5 yards as Brockman pulls him down for the stop.
Yeah, Hanover so far this drive looking pretty good. No place for a loss. They're picking up good yardage each play. You know, I always say it, if you can pick up 3 yards a play, you're doing pretty well.
Hanover, though, needing an explosive play. Pretty tough to kind of just work it down the field on this Axtell defense on their one scoring drive. Hanover got a 37-yard run from Hunter Kike looking for something explosive here as we're at 8 minutes left in the second quarter. It's going to be a fake handoff up the middle, thrown out to the flat, tackled right away by the Axtell defense for a loss of 1. As Hunter Kike, the before-mentioned game breaker, will get dropped for a loss of 1.
That Weiler out there for the tackle. That is his first tonight. He read that play perfectly. Let it develop. Let the ball get out of the quarterback hands of the wide receiver before making his for the loss.
And now a third down and long here to go for Hanover. Third down and 10 to go from their own 33-yard line. Trailing 28-6, trying to stay in with this Axtell offense. Stahlbaum will be in the shotgun. Juneman to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Goes in motion, will be Kike first. It's going to be a swing pass left side, incomplete, as Rugged Stahlbaum could not hit his intended receiver, Alex Juneman. Our first incomplete pass of the night will bring up a 4th down and 10, and it looks like the punting team is coming on for Hanover.
Yeah, you almost think against a team like Axtell, this is almost a spot where you think you have to go for it, but Coach over on the Hanover side definitely believes in his boy and the defense, who is playing fairly well against Axtell tonight.
Ever dangerous Brandon Smelsley stands at his 15-yard line, takes this one in, looks left, now right, and still be tripped, or I don't know what word I'm looking for here. Alex Juneman, and in there I believe Cameron Juneman just stopped Smelsley in his tracks. Good job there by the cover team for Hanover.
Yeah, you're right. That was Alex Juneman just swallowing Smelsley up. Smelsley had no way of getting out of that one.
Looks like a little penalty marker right at midfield. We'll see how this works out. It's going to be a personal foul face mask on the kicking team on Hanover. So give Axtell 3 yards. Not something you want to do if you're head coach Matt Hoyer and his Wildcats team. Got a good game here. Second quarter, 28-6 is our score. Of course, over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1. Bruce Dierking has the call down in Chapman as the Marysville Bulldogs look to bounce back after a 31-14 loss last week versus Rock Creek. Still in good standings for a possible district home game in Week 9 are the Marysville Bulldogs. Of course, here in our contest, same districts, both of them fighting for a district championship. Smelsley looks back to pass. Juneman brings pressure off his left. Across his body finds Landon Smith. Absolutely popped at the 40. Defensive stop made there by the Hanover Wildcats. Hunter Kike laid the boom.
Yeah, that's how I have on that one. Perfectly placed pass. One of those where he just wasn't able to bring it in quite fast enough. And as you said, Kike there, definitely not letting him get possession of that ball. Says not today and gives him a really nice hit.
Smith's had that ball in his hand for about half a second, and Hunter Kike turns around, says put that right back on the ground. Second incomplete pass now of the evening. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Ball on their own 31 for Axtell. Smelsley and Brockman in the backfield. Eli Brockman, only 1 catch so far here tonight. As up the middle, here goes Smelsley, breaks the tackle across the 40, up to the 30, and finally dragged down. 31. Got a 23-yard pickup there for Brandon Smelsley.
Yeah, that was a broken pass play. Hanover getting in the backfield pretty quickly, but Smelsley able to see that hole that opened up when they did blitz off the side and takes it for his advantage.
Across midfield now into Hanover territory. Smelsley will be alone in the backfield. Hanover defense looking for a stop. Looks right now, looks down the middle. It's a floater towards the end zone. Touchdown, Eli Brockman. 27-yard touchdown pass for Brandon Smelsley to Eli Brockman. Axtell fans here like this one, 34-6 now, as that is Brocksterman's second catch here tonight, and it goes for a big one. 2-point conversion now upcoming for Axtell, and really had two men open on that play, right down the seam, and found Brocksterman along the sideline. Eagles looking to punch in the 2-point conversion so far here tonight, 2 for 4. Smelsley up the middle. He's got it. 2-point conversion good. 36-6 is our score. Hanover will look to claw back into this one when we come back on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a muddy rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
When starting any project around your home, you want prices that are reasonable and advice you can trust. From finding the right lighting fixture or plumbing piece to drawing up plans for a full remodel or new build, the knowledgeable staff at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber are here for you. Stop in Monday through Saturday or visit axtellumber.com to see what they can offer. With all your building needs and options to fix any budget, your partner from start to finish is Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
The Axtell Eagles lead Hanover 36-6 here in this one. For an Eagles team that averages 73 points per game, they have scored on all 5 of their possessions so far early on. Hanover's 1 for 4 scoring, but have, I think, looked better than the scoring is indicating here early on.
Yeah, they for sure looked better. Definitely looking like one of the best teams that Axtell has faced so far. When you're playing a team like this, it's hard to get down the field, but we've seen them drive it down the field, just a few crucial mistakes that give the ball back to Axtell.
And I'm sure as we talk dominance, Hanover fans do remember the dominance they had there for a 3 or 4 year stretch where they won 3 straight state championships between 2016 and 18. So understand that these schools kind of go through these rounds. And honestly, yeah, like we've been saying it, Hanover has a good team this year. I just think Axtell is a level above everyone else in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, I know. I said this a little bit earlier in the broadcast. One thing I said was that Hanover is keeping Axtell on the field for a lot more time than they are used to offensively. And that's a testament really to Hanover's defense and how they're playing. If they clean up a little of the explosive plays, they could still be in this one.
Swing pass here, right side. Hunter Kiekefer gets the ball for the second play in a row. Good enough for a first down. He had a 4-yard run on the first down play. That's going to be a pickup of 7 up to the 26-yard line of Hanover as mine found Kiekefer for that 7-yard pickup.
I do like what Hanover is doing here, giving different looks with Mine and Stahlbomber, rotating them back and forth depending on the play call.
Trying to keep this Axtell defense on its toes, but so far this evening has held up to the test. It will be Mine back to backfield. 2 receivers right. Kiekefer goes in motion. A flip pass to him as Kiekefer tries to hit the edge. And he's going to be stopped. A pickup of about 1 there for the Hanover offense. As they continue to feed the sophomore, but no running lanes there for this Hanover offense. Has been stymied here early on today. Of course, this Axtell defense on the season had only allowed 2 touchdowns going into tonight. Hanover got the 3rd early on in the first quarter, but since then has been shut out. Mine back in the backfield, empty set here for the Wildcats. 2 receivers right. as we're looking at Kiefer. Kiefer goes in motion, now swings around. Mine looking for someone in the backfield. Pressure coming in his face, and Mine goes down. A pick six Axtell as Mine trying to get that out of his hands. Number 21 for the Axtell Eagles. Blaze Bussey picks that off for a pick six.
Yeah, Mine screaming around in the backfield, not knowing where to go. His linemen held off the attack for as long as they could, and they finally got to him. As he was going down, he tried to get the ball off. There might be an argument that he could have already been down.
No, that's what they're calling it. They're saying Braylon Mine was down. A big sack there, though. So they're going to say that the interception stands. Okay, so we're getting it squared away here. So it'll just be a sack here, a big sack there on a second down and 10. That's going to be, we're going to give it and take a 10-yard loss there by Mine on the sack.
Yeah, that was a close one. If we could go to replay, we would on that one. Definitely a good job by Axtell there, but we'll see what Hanover can do with this second chance they've got.
Third down and a country mile, 21 to go now. It's going to be Braylon Mine in the backfield, looking for a chunk play here across the middle. That one's picked off, taken left side now by Joe Leibarger. Leibarger reverses field, looking for an end zone dog. Touchdown, Axtell Eagles. A 35-yard pick six for Joe Leibarger will make this one 42-6.
If some would say on that play, the ball doesn't lie. It just went right off the receiver's hands into the hands of Joe Leibarger. And he is able to get downfield, switch up to the near side of the field, and get into the end zone.
Ball does not lie. What was going to be an interception return for a touchdown for Blaze Bussing turns one in to a pick six for Joe Leibarger. The sophomore gets his first on the season. It's going to be a handoff here on the two-point conversion. Throw to the back of the end zone as Eli drops it and throws it to Landon Schmitz for the two-point conversion. Number 4, Colin Shaughnessy picks that one up, actually, and it will make our score 44-6 as Axtell leads this one, 3:12 left to play in the second quarter.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
KNDY Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. KNDY Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. KNDY Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. KNDY Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Every great team has shared qualities that separated them from all else. Whether you're talking about the 72 Dolphins, the 92 Dream Team, the Fab Five, or the Magnificent Seven, you can count on one thing. The vision was clear and the commitment was obvious. High standards were set and improvement was never ending. At Sapp Brothers, our goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And we'll reach our goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Join our team, Sapp Brothers Petroleum, in Philly, Crete, Lincoln, Humboldt, and Hanover, Kansas.
Kick by Wyatt Detweiler goes out of bounds. So Hanover will get some free yardage to start this offensive possession, trailing 44-6. It just feels like this one has snowballed in the last, 2-3 possessions?
Yeah, certainly. In the first quarter there, Hanover was definitely staying in there with Axtell, but through some costly mistakes here we've seen recently and a big stick, this game is really close to being over with. Hanover will have to get down the field and put points on the board on this drive if they hope to keep playing this game.
This game was 14-6 at the end of the first quarter. Since then, Axtell has rounded off 4 straight to touchdowns. Stahlbaumer up the middle on the quarterback keeper will be dropped after a gain of 6. Positive pickup there for Stahlbaumer and this Hanover offense, trying to get something moving here as we inch towards halftime. Again, reminder, coming up at halftime, we will take a peek at scores around the Twin Valley League, courtesy of TVL Sports Spotlight's Jeff Wirtz, as well as take a peek at how the Marysville Bulldogs are doing over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.01. Second down and 4 now, ball at 31 on their own Hanover sideline. Juniman up the middle, break a 1, break a tackle, across the 40, up to the 30, breaks it, 20, 10, touchdown, Hanover Wildcats. A 49-yard touchdown run for Alec Juniman. A big score by Hanover.
Costly mistake by Schmelzley. Not something we see a lot there, but there he was the only man that could make that tackle, and he went for the ball. He tried to punch that ball out of the hands of Juniman there, but Juniman too strong to let it go. He really should have just went for the tackle and get another opportunity at it later.
But I think we've seen this so far here tonight. Hanover running those quarterback options down the middle. There's running lanes for this Hanover offense. Just need to execute. Executed well there. Now looking for the 2-point conversion. No good on their first one. Trying to get their second and first of the game here. It's going to be a handoff as looking to pass it. Now throws it incomplete. No good on the 2-point completion as Caterpillar tried to throw it late. 2-point conversion, no good. Still leading though, 44-12. We're back after this word from our sponsor.
If your car says, I need fixed, call on Little Joe's Service in Axtell to fix it right. From routine maintenance to repairs of all types, Joe can serve your needs. Fast, friendly, and down-to-earth service with satisfied customers from all over the area. Turn to Little Joe's 66th Service in Axtell for any automotive repair needs. Proud supporters of the Axtell community, it's Little Joe's Service.
As a farm or ranch owner, you've invested heavily in your agribusiness, especially in your livestock. Protecting them from accidents, fires, and other natural disasters is crucial for your farm's success. At Blue Valley Insurance, we recognize the importance of your animals as assets to your livelihood. Visit our offices in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville to explore comprehensive livestock insurance options tailored to your needs. Safeguard your farm's future with Blue Valley Insurance today.
As always, a big thank you to our sponsors that you hear tonight on the broadcast, and the Blue Valley Technologies as well for broadcasting this game on Channel 3, wherever you're watching or listening. We do appreciate it. Eli Brockshman gets a chance. No, he will not, as that ball goes into the end zone. Touchback on the kickoff for Hanover, and Axtell will be back out there. So not only have we seen the Eagles score on offense, but just in that last one, technically 2 big pictures.
Yeah, we did see 2 big pictures. We even saw an interception there on the third-point conversion. So this Hanover offense has to be really careful with the ball, but if they can keep making plays like they just made, those explosive run plays, getting up those gaps, they could be in this game.
Schmelzley in the backfield, swings the left side now into the hands of Eli Brockshman, trying to find the sideline. We get pushed out of bounds, up close to the first down marker on his third catch here of the evening. 24-yard line.
He will go out at the 24-yard line as it's called. Hanover's defense here really needs to put the brakes onto Axtell before the end of this second quarter here and take it at least into overtime without them scoring again. If Axtell is able to score again, we could see a pretty quick turnaround after they come out of half. So a big defensive stop here would be nice for Hanover.
Second down and 1 now. Ball on the 24-yard line, and we're going to have a timeout. Axtell takes it. We'll take it with them. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on FM 95.5.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
When you have a debit card, you can pay as you go and not build up debt on costly credit card balances. Our debit cards are convenient, easy to use, and accepted at merchants everywhere. Each month, we supply an accurate, easy-to-read statement of all your debit transactions, freeing up your quality time for your family. Debit cards, better than plastic and easy to use. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
Out of the timeout, second down and 1 now here for Axtell. Ball on their own 24-yard line. Schmelsley takes the snap. It's going to be an option left side. Broxman gets the early pitch. We've got a flag in the backfield. Broxman still fighting all the way up to the 35-yard line, but this one will probably be coming back, as it will be an illegal lock in the back by Axtell. Only their second penalty here tonight. Hanover has 3, but maybe what this Hanover defense needs to try and get a stop, get us here into the second half.
That would be amazing for Hanover to get a stop down this far into Hanover's territory on this possession. It'd even give them a little bit of time to maybe attack the end zone. Tricky play there, fake dump pass into an pitch out to the far side of the field. Hanover read the play well, just wasn't able to make the immediate tackle onto that runner, but the flag comes in and saves them.
Second down and 12 now here for Axtell. They have scored on all 5 offensive possessions. They have a pick 6-2 as well. Backed up now on their own 13. Schmelsley looking back, drops back to pass across the middle, has his receiver. That will be the rating number 4, Colin Shaughnessy. His first catch tonight on the second down and 12 will bring up about a third down and 4 or 3 now. So 9-yard pickup there from Schmelsley to Shaughnessy.
Rare position for Axtell to see that third down marker for the show. This would be a big stop for Hanover to get.
5th third down this season, Axtell's face, and they're going to stay perfect 5 for 5 as Brandon Schmelsley pushes forward for a 6-yard pickup. Schmelsley having himself a heck of the night already, unofficially 13 rushes, 140 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, and also through the air, over 100 yards passing, 6 for 7, and 2 touchdowns. On their own 28, 1st and 10 now. Schmelsley across the middle again, finds Landon Schmitz. Schmitz jukes a defender, gets across midfield, pick up 13 from Schmelsley to Schmitz. Got before Schmitz picks up an Axtell Eagle. 38 now unofficially for Landon Schmitz receiving as clock rolls under 48 seconds. Ball just on over on the Hanover side of midfield at the 39. It's going to be a speed option left side. Schmelsley breaks this one. 30, 21 man to beat. He got it. 39-yard touchdown run for Brandon Schmelsley, his 4th of the evening.
Spikeman, the only man to beat for Schmelsley there. Just did not take the best angle to catch him at the corner of the end zone, and Schmelsley walks it on in almost untouched.
And I think we've been saying Schmelsley's name all night, but the explosiveness of Eli Broxterman, the second potential guy on that option pitch, I think really scares a lot of teams. Hanover has been consistent on trying to stop him, but Schmelsley running all over for his 4th touchdown. Now 2-point conversion here as Schmelsley looks to run it up the middle. Patient, and in he goes. Now is 52-12. Axtell leading this one with 35 seconds left to go before halftime. We're back after this break.
Barry Bussing Construction in Axtell offers dozer construction and all types of soil conservation work, including terraces and water rain. Remember, conservation is the key to our future, and it all starts with you. Contact Barry Bussing and see how he can help you. Call Barry today at 736-2833. For conservation work, Barry Bussing Construction of Axtell, Kansas. Phone 736-2833.
Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store.
The answer is yes, SBS.
Are you sick and tired of getting tackled at the 1 yard line? Is your current insurance provider not getting you the right coverage in your time of need? Stop by your local SBS insurance office and we'll develop a game plan for the best coverage and protection of your assets. With SBS Insurance, we'll help you score that winning touchdown.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
Number 12, Braylon Mine will take that return up to the 20, where Hanover will get their possession started now in the second quarter. It has been all Axtell in this one. It was a tight one in the first quarter. 14-6 was our first quarter score, but it's been all Eagles here in the second. 3 rushing touchdowns by Brandon Schmelsley, one more through the air. Hanover does have a 40-yard touchdown run by Alec Juneman in this quarter, making it 52-12. And Hanover looking to close this deficit before halftime. Stahlbaummer stuck in the pocket, now brings it right side. He's going to step out of bounds, take a hit along the Axtell sideline, picks up about 3 yards on the first down run. Lucas Talbot credited for the tackle by the Axtell Eagles. Most importantly, stops this clock on a first down play.
Yeah, going immediately to a pass play there. You're thinking that Hanover wants to maybe try and take a strike at the end zone, maybe a little risky against a team that has theoretically picked you off 3 times tonight. But we'll see what the play call is going forward.
Stahlbaummer in the backfield. Juneman, it's going to be a draw up the middle to the left. Juneman will be stopped close to a first down marker, short by about 2 yards. It's on a 2nd down and 7, 5-yard pickup there for Juneman as the clock rolls through on into halftime. Final 5 ticks on the clock will send us into our halftime break. Your halftime score, 52-12, all Axtell Eagles in this one. We're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to break for news weather as well as a look at college action this weekend. And when we come back from our break, we'll take a look at how the first half ended for both of these teams. On the scoreboard, though, Axtell ahead at halftime at 52-12, and our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on FM 95.5. Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. The top 2 teams in 8-man Division II have the Axtell Eagles leading 52-12 at half.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service in all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
KNDY has been your sports leader of local teams since the days of leather helmets.
Well, okay, not that long, but since the days before the Blue Valley and Nemaha Valley Leagues combined, for over 40 years, KNDY has been your source for scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long. The game and technology may have changed, but our coverage remains the same. KNDY, your area sports leader, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
Fall sports playoff time is on its way in the Twin Valley League, with league tournaments for both the cross-country runners and the volleyball players coming up this week, along with the final week of TVL regular season football. Hey, it's Jeff Wirtz, host of the TVL Spotlight. Come over to tvlspotlight.com, as I will have daily updates on all of the Twin Valley League sports. That's tvlspotlight.com, a service of KNDY Radio.
Max Blasky back with you here from Axtell, Kansas at halftime of this highly anticipated state-ranked matchup. It is the Eagles all over Hanover in the first half, 52-12. We are going to take a look at some scores elsewhere around the league coming up here in just a little bit, courtesy of our before-mentioned friend Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Spotlight. But let's take a look at our game here this evening. It started off as a tight contest in the first quarter. Brandon Schmelsley ran in the first score of the game for a 2-yard touchdown run, found Eli Broxman for the 2-point conversion, making it 18-0. Hanover fumbled on their third play from scrimmage, giving the ball right back to Axtell, and they wasted no time as Schmelsley found Landon Schmitz for his first touchdown reception of the game, a 25-yarder, making it 14-0 midway through the first quarter. It took about 3 minutes for Hanover to answer back, helped by a big run by Hunter Kike for about 37 yards on their second possession, as Cadra Cohorse punched in from 1 yard out, making our contest 14-6 through the end of one quarter. But in that second quarter, it was all Axtell Eagles, and it was all Brandon Schmelsley. He ran in 2 scores, threw for 2 more, and Axtell also got a pick 6 in that second quarter by, I believe here real quick, it was Joe Libarger who got the pick 6. That was after Hanover went 4 and out on their first offensive possession, punted on their second, threw that pick on their third. Hanover finally came back with a score with 2:26 remaining on the clock. A 49-yard touchdown run by Alec Juniman right up the middle made it 44-12. But Axtell punched in one more as Brandon Schmelsley broke a 39-yard run with 35 seconds left to go before halftime, making our score 52-14. Now, Axtell did receive the opening kickoff, so it will be Hanover's ball when we come back out of halftime. Just a few stats here for you, all of these unofficial. We're going to start with Hanover. Ryken Stahlbaumer, 5 for 6 passing, 37 yards on the ground. He has 5 rushes for 10 yards and that lone fumble. Alec Juniman, 5 rushes, 61 yards, baited by that 49-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. Braylon Mine, -8 yards on the ground as he has been sacked once playing quarterback. Hunter Kike for 2 rushes for 41 yards. Braylon Mine also threw the air tonight, 3 for 4, a pick 6 for 9 yards. The favorite receivers for Hanover here this evening have been Hunter Kike, for he has 3 receptions for 7 yards. Cadra Cohorse has 3 receptions for 13, and Mine all over the field with 2 receptions for 26 yards. As for the Axtell Eagles in that first half, as before mentioned, it was all Brandon Schmelsley. Unofficially, he has 14 rushes for 179 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground. That's good enough for 13 yards per carry. Also through the air, he is 7 for 8, 2 touchdowns, 121 yards. Landon Schmitz on the ground, 3 rushes for 10 yards, and we have not called Eli Broxman's name at all. A threat, though, tonight has not touched the ball rushing. He has caught 2 passes for 35 yards and a touchdown. Landon Schmitz, 2 catches, and 38 yards with a touchdown, and Colin Shaughnessy, 2 receptions for 42 yards. Again, at halftime, your score 52-12. Axtell leading Hanover in this 1-2 state-ranked matchup. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will take a look at scores from elsewhere around the league, courtesy of Jeff Wirtz of the TVL Sports Spotlight. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week on FM 95.5.
Are you tired of one-size-fits-all insurance? Become a champion of choice with an independent insurance agent. We're not tied to one company. At SBS Insurance Agency, we shop a variety of options to find the coverage that suits you. Experience the freedom of tailored insurance solutions, personalized service, and unwavering support. Choose SBS today. Your coverage, your way. Call us and let us navigate the insurance maze for you.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
For all your gas and service needs, it's OK Service Station in Hanover. You'll get fast, friendly, dependable service every time you visit. They have fuel available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Ask how you can get a gas card for 24-hour fueling at OK Service. They also handle tires, tire repair, exhaust work, and oil changes too. Stop by, say hi to the folks at OK Service in Hanover.
Donut Day is coming! Donut Day? What's that? Free donuts for Blue Valley customers.
October is National Cooperative Month, and Blue Valley Technologies is here to celebrate. Swing by on Friday, October 25th, before work or school for donuts, coffee, and hot apple cider. Drive through our west parking lot from 7 to 10 a.m. The first 25 people through get a free stocking hat.
Other various prizes are available.
Max Blaskidak with you on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. A good reminder that twice each hour on game nights during the 10 and 11 o'clock hours, you can find the Farm Bureau Insurance Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Bryce Leonard in Washington and Patrick Booty in Marysville, for a complete look at scores and updates from around northeast Kansas. A few scores and updates here to pass along for you at halftime, aforementioned courtesy of the PVL Sports Spotlight. At halftime, Troy and Centralia in a tight one. Jeff talked about that one in the opening, how good a contest that one's going to be. 14-14 all at halftime between the Trojans and the Panthers. Elsewhere around the Twin Valley League, the Clifton Clyde Eagles lead Rock Hills 30-8 midway through the second quarter. Frankfort Wildcats are up on Wakefield 32-0. That's going to be a good matchup next week between the Axtell Eagles and Frankfort Wildcats. Down in Frankfort, we will have that game on FM at 95.5 as our game of the week. Scores elsewhere around Osborne leading Lynn 30-0 through the first quarter. And over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1, the Marysville Bulldogs lead Chapman 29-0 at half, as Bruce Dierking has that call as the Bulldogs look for a home playoff contest. In the matchup of 1 and 2 in the state, in 8-man Division II, it has been all Axtell Eagles so far here tonight. 52-12 is your halftime score. We're going to take one more timeout before bringing you back second half action here from Axtell, Kansas.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
Landall in Marysville is invested in their team, facilities, products, customers, community, future, and excellence. For over 60 years, a family-owned company focusing on quality workmanship products and employees. Congratulating their team members with their loyalty and hard work that's paid off with a 12-year profit-sharing average of 12.42%. Thanks for all you do in making Landall Company stand out above the rest. Employment opportunities available. Go online at landall.com/careers. EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Axtell Truss has the experience to provide custom-built trusses for any application. Put them to work with your next project. Let them help design the right pitch, length, and number of trusses to suit your needs. They can turn out more complicated designs and configurations as well. All are solidly built in their enclosed shop with roll-off delivery to your site available. They also assure the best materials and quality construction, completed on your schedule. Call today for a quote or more information at 785-736-2291. That's Axtell Truss.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
For the last time in their high school careers, Eli Brocksherman, Blaze Bussing, Dalton Heinen, Rylan Bussing, Brandon Schmitz, and Gavin Shaughnessy will play a second half of football here from Axtell, Kansas. Those are your seniors here this year for the Eagles, and what an impressive run it has been for these 6 seniors. They're going for their 4th straight 8-man Division II championship coming up in the first week. They're the last week in November, trying to stay undefeated, and so far here tonight, they have 52-12, our halftime score over Hanover. Clinton first half thoughts as we get ready for the second.
One thing I really like seeing out of Hanover, to say something good, is that they really made actual play opportunities offensively. Axtell isn't able to completely control the game. They have to look a lot harder against this Hanover defense than most defenses they have played so far. But they will have to go down and get an offensive score here to keep this game within reach.
Landon Schnitzel sends this one off the Braylon 9. About a 7-yard return will get this first possession of the second half started here for the Hanover Wildcats. And a good comment there with the score being 40 where it's at. This game is kind of in hand, but if you look forward for both of these teams, I think an excellent opportunity to learn and to see what playing against a state caliber playoff team is going to be like, because those start here in, let me give it now, basically 2 weeks. Next week, last regular season game, week 9 then. But I think for both sides, some opportunity to learn. Hanover will start this ball at their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Back there, quarterback will be Riken Stallhalmer. Stallhalmer sends a man in motion, now hands it off up the middle. Alec Juneman will push forward for a pickup of about 2. Juneman had a big run there in the first half, a 49-yard touchdown run, broke it open for the second score of the game for Hanover. So a pickup of 1 there for Juneman. Defensively, Clinton, I think it's been a good game by a few players for Axtell and for Hanover, too, as well.
Brocksherman and Shaughnessy both leading in tackles for Axtell right now. On the other side of the ball, Cohort's really leading the defensive push for the
Here's a pick thrown right to the hands of Eli Brocksherman, down to the 5, into a pick 6. Eli Brocksherman gets a 25-yard pick 6, and that's going to end our contest. 58-12 is going to be our final score, as that is the 45-point roll here in the state of Kansas. Kind of unceremoniously, we end this one on a pick 6 at the start of the third quarter, and your final score, 58-12. We will take a timeout, bring it right back after this break as the Axtell Eagles stay undefeated, and Hanover their first loss of the season as the Eagles win 58-12.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
We're going to call it 62 seconds into that third quarter when Axtell ends this game on a 25-yard pick six by Eli Broxterman. Axtell sending off some fireworks in the north end zone. I think it's going to be a party in Axtell, Kansas tonight.
I think it will be. They definitely have a reason to party for. That team looks great tonight, Axtell, as they always do, but this is a little bit of a change to normal as they come out and play a pretty competitive team in the Hanover Wildcats who just couldn't quite get it done, had a few mistakes throughout the game to give Axtell too many opportunities to score.
At the end of the day, I think the Axtell Eagles were just a little bit too explosive here for Hanover. We mentioned it in that last drive, though. Still a really good Hanover team. I don't think anything to be taken away from this Wildcat squad. But just as Hanover had a run there in the mid-2010s, I think this run by Axtell is going to be historic. Of course, Axtell now moves their longest winning streak in the state of Kansas up to 46 games after this 58-12 win over the Hanover Wildcats. We're going to take another timeout, come back, talk stats from this contest full on, mainly first half, the final stats for you, talk about players of the game, and then we'll come back, look at schedules moving forward for both teams. Again, your final score, 58-12. Axtell defeats Hanover on a beautiful Friday night for high school football.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
Equipment rentals from Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber make the job easier if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer. From power tools to generators, air compressors to nailers and fasteners, concrete tools, scaffolding, and more. Rent a Bobcat, dump truck, man lift, ladder, scaffolding, as well as pressure washers, insulation blowers, drywall tools, tile cutters, and more. Rent by the half day, day, weekend, or week. See the entire list online, including pricing, at axtellumber.com or visit either location today.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple, to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover. Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
Max Blasky with Quentin Blasky to my right, back here from Axtell, Kansas. 58-12 is our final score as the Eagles move on to 6-0 on the season. Hanover Wildcats dropped to 6-1 on their first loss of the year. So, Quentin, I think when we were talking about this game, obviously highly anticipated, highly competitive, a good game played by both sides overall. I think it was just a fun environment to be in, and unfortunately one of these teams had to lose.
Yeah, a lot of pomp and circumstance here tonight for Axtell. It was a really good game. There in the first quarter, we thought it was going to be much more competitive than it ended up being. Both teams playing well. I do want to highlight some of the stars on both sides of the ball defensively. We have Kadrick Cohorts leading the Hanover defense with 5 solo tackles. T. Kafer, Juneman, and Bikeman right behind him with 4, 3, and 3 respectively. On the Axtell side of the ball, we have Broxteman, as I was just calling his name, right as we came out of the half. Saying he had 6 solo tackles. He got that game-winning interception, pick 6, to seal this game up for Axtell. Another one, Shaughnessy with 6 solo tackles and an assist. Of course, Dalton Heinen, 3 solo tackles, a fumble caused, and a fumble recovered. And then Liebarger, not one we thought we would call out tonight, but another interception for a touchdown. One big thing Hanover did well, I've been harping on this a little bit tonight, is defensively on the side of the ball, they didn't let Axtell control the whole game. We did see Axtell get those explosive plays that they're known for, but really they saw 2 or 3 third downs here tonight, which is crazy to say, but is rare for an Axtell team. We saw Hanover give them their best shot, but just could not keep the Axtell Eagles contained.
Just a little perspective, like Quentin mentioned, Axtell was 3 for 3 on third downs coming into this game. They were 3 for 3 here tonight. So for Hanover to cause Axtell to try and slow this game down meticulously, get the ball up and down the field, win this contest, I think it was a good test for both sides. Of course, too, Axtell had only allowed 2 touchdowns all season defensively. Hanover puts up 2 here, but I think a big part of it, you mentioned, of course, the Eli Broxman pick 6 and the Joe Liebarger pick 6, but 3 turnovers for Hanover tonight compared to none for Axtell. That is a big portion of it. A few offensive stats here, of course, all from the first half. Mainly it was the Brandon Schmelsley show. Unofficially, he has 14 carries for 179 yards, 4 touchdowns, while through the air he was 8 for 7, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns through the air. So all 6 offensive touchdowns came from Brandon Schmelsley tonight for the Axtell Eagles. Receiving the ball tonight for Axtell, Colin Shaughnessy, 2 receptions, 42 yards. Eli Broxman, 2 receptions, 35 yards and a touchdown. Landon Schmitz, 2 receptions, 38 yards and a touchdown. Wyatt Detweiler, 1 reception for 6 yards. While rushing the ground, besides Schmelsley, Landon Schmitz had 3 touches for 10 yards. As for the Hanover Wildcats, it was a rough night. Besides a big run broken by Alec Juneman, he leads the Wildcats in rushing. 6 rushes for 67 yards and a touchdown. Hunter Kike for 2 rushes for 41 yards. Braylon Mine, -8. Kadrick Cohorts, 1 rush, 1 touchdown for 1 yard. Reckon Stahlbomber, 5 rushes for 10 yards, too, as well. While through the air, Stahlbomber was 5 for 6, 37 yards. Braylon Mine, 3 for 4 for 9 yards and a pick 6. So it's all Axtell here in this one as they win 58-12, pulling away in the second half. We're going to take another timeout, come back, chat about the season that both of these teams expect to as we get close to the end of district play. Again, your final score, 58-12.
If your car says, I need fixed, call on Little Joe's Service in Axtell to fix it right. From routine maintenance to repairs of all types, Joe can serve your needs. Fast, friendly, and down-to-earth service with satisfied customers from all over the area. Turn to Little Joe's 66th Service in Axtell for any automotive repair needs. Proud supporters of the Axtell community, it's Little Joe's Service.
Ever wonder about the true cost of replacing your home and all its contents? Concerned about liability if someone gets injured on your property? It's time to address these crucial questions. At Blue Valley Insurance, we specialize in home protection. From theft and vandalism to fire and storms, we've got your back. Let's craft a personalized plan tailored to your unique needs. Visit us at Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
People like all different kinds of cars, but there's one thing everyone wants in a car: quality. Same thing's true with your car loan, new or used, buy or lease. You want quality in your car and in your car loan.
For a quality car loan, you know who to turn to. With great rates and personal service, shop like a cash customer with a quality car loan from us. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
Barry Bussing Construction in Axtell offers dozer construction and all types of soil conservation work, including terraces and water rain. Remember, conservation is the key to our future, and it all starts with you. Contact Barry Bussing and see how he can help you. Call Barry today at 736-2833. For conservation work, Barry Bussing Construction of Axtell, Kansas. Phone 736-2833.
Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas. Apply out Wildcat Booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
The answer is yes, SBS.
Are you sick and tired of getting tackled at the 1 yard line? Is your current insurance provider not getting you the right coverage in your time of need? Stop by your local SBS insurance office and we'll develop a game plan for the best coverage and protection of your assets. With SBS Insurance, we'll help you score that winning touchdown.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service in all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
In a matchup of state powers, it was the Axtell Eagles coming out victorious 58-12 on a beautiful Friday night for some high school football. Axtell moves on now to 6-0 on the season. They will be down at Frankfort next Friday, again for our KNDY FM 95.5 Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week, as that will be a determining of who wins this district in this Class 8-man Division II District 3 matchup. Meanwhile, for the Hanover Wildcats, they fall to 6-1, their first loss on the season. They will look for a bounce-back win next week as they host Lynn. Lynn currently trailing Osborne at halftime 30-0. So Hanover Wildcats, first loss of the season. Axtell Eagles, they continue their longest winning streak in state history, 46 games now, as the Eagles get a win, and I think That was a big conversation going into this contest, the history between these two teams, and I think Axtell did a good job of answering the bell, not letting the moment get too big and coming away with a big win.
Answering the bell, indeed, playing fantastic tonight. We saw pretty much domination by the Axtell Eagles. I know I've said a lot of good things about Hanover and what they've been able to do. They really did show this Axtell team a lot of what they haven't seen yet this year. I know we said putting them on third down, making them get those conversions. They haven't done that a lot this year. Putting it in the end zone twice. So for both these teams, this is a big learning and growing and improving game for both these teams. For Axtell, it's one of the first looks at a truly tough team that they will continue to face as the postseason comes around. And for Hanover, it's about the same. You get a good look at your opponent and an opponent that could come up again this year that they may have to play. So good for both these teams to get out here and take a little bit of something home with them.
And I think a good chance for Matt Hoyer. I noticed he kept his team on the field well after this game was over. They were huddled about the 10-yard line in front of the Hanover bus. But, of course, the big crowd here at Axtell, kids running on the field, the excitement here. I think a good opportunity from an experienced coach telling his boys, hey, if you want to see this feeling or feel this feeling, I guess this is the level that you need to play at. And like Quentin mentioned, too, as well, I think between Axtell, Hanover, and Frankfort, those are going to be one of the two teams in an 8-man Division II championship game coming up at the end of November. It's just going to have to see how the chips fall where they may during a playoff run. So before mention, Axtell will be down at Frankfort. We will have that game on FM 95.5. Hanover next week versus Lynn. Sports coverage does not quit, though, as this weekend KU and K-State are both playing. KU will be right here on AM 1570, FM 95.5 versus Houston at 2:30. Meanwhile, the K-State Wildcats over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1 at West Virginia. And swing on over there, too, as you can catch the end of the Marysville-Chapman game. Bruce Dierking on that call if you're still looking for a little more Friday night football on this beautiful Friday evening. A reminder, too, that twice each hour on game nights, the Farm Bureau Insurance Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Bryce Leonard in Washington and Patrick Booty in Marysville, will air twice each hour during the 10 and 11 o'clock hours. A look around at the league and the state at scores and recaps from our game as well as the Marysville contest opposite of this broadcast. So Axtell leads 6-0. Hanover falls to 6-1. We're going to close out this broadcast on that note. For Max Blasky, Quentin Blasky here to my right. You've been tuned in to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number one rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. Again, Axtell stays undefeated and pushes their state leading winning streak to 46 games with a 58-12 win over TVL foe Hanover. For KNDY Radio, this has been Max Blasky. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. We will see you next week down at Frankfort, and everyone please drive home safe.
KNDY.